up, Lily Tribe? It is your girl Naja, and I'm back with another video. Ew, I just spit. What the fuck? So this video is going to be a story time. If you are new here, hello. You should go ahead and subscribe. There are tons of story times here, and from time to time I let you guys tell your story times as well. But that's a tribe tea, and that's not that type of video right now. Okay, this story time has been long awaited. I had briefly mentioned it in another story time, and you guys were like, oh my god, I want to hear about that. And it's kind of embarrassing, and kind of weird, only because I was so young and I was exposed to something like this. But I mean, it's kind of funny, but I don't know. You guys wanted to see it, so here I am giving you guys what you want yet again, because I'm a slave to the tribe. Okay, I'm no longer the chief. I'm the fucking scribesman or some shit. Alright guys, so if you would just give me a thumbs up, it would help me out a lot. And without further ado, I'm gonna get right into this story. So I was only around like 9 years old, to be honest. I was only around like 9 or 10 years old, and I had two really close friends at the time, one of which I am still friends with till this day. Like, lives right up the street from me. Like, I go to her apartment, we be chilling, okay? Like, we be turning up together in our little apartments. We do not go out, but but that's just how I am. I'm very social, but I'm still like a homebody. Like, I like turning up at the house, you know. I don't condone drunk driving and stuff like that. So, you know, I'm still friends with her. The other one I am not friends with, and I actually made a story time video about her. And yeah, she kind of hit me up kind of mad about it, but I really don't care, because what you did was, yeah. But anyway, we're gonna call one friend Precious and we are going to call the other friend Christina. Fuck it, we're gonna call her Christina. So me, Precious, and Christina, we were all really cool. We all went to the same school. We all lived in the same neighborhood. We always did sleepovers at each other's houses. Like, we were really cool. And every day after school, we would go outside and play and stuff, right? And my little brother, he would try to play, but like, okay, so if I'm 10, he would be around like 6. So if I'm 9 or 10, he's probably like 5 or 6, right? So he would try to come outside and play with us, but we're like, boy, you too little. Like, and then you a boy. Like, you want to play what we play. We want to play with our Bratz dolls. Like, we don't want to fuck with you, right? And we had even had a little clubhouse. Like, we had made a clubhouse, and it was like y'all, it wasn't even really like a house. Like, okay, so there were these like bushes things, right? Like palm trees, but like short palm trees that were like bushes. And it was like this like wide, like just flat opening in the middle, but it was completely surrounded by the palm trees. So we had made like a little tunnel way so that we can get into there, and like we would steal like lawn chairs from the pool and we would put them in the clubhouse. We would put all of our little gadgets in there. Like, my mom was so fucking pissed because like I would put like my Nintendo DS in there and shit. Like, we would put all types of stuff in the clubhouse and just hoping that nobody would steal it. Every time it would rain, we would like go and get all of our electronics before it would rain and bring them back home so it didn't get damaged at the clubhouse. Like, and there were multiple times where like maintenance men in the apartment complex would like break into our clubhouse and steal our shit, and then we would have to go to a completely other neighborhood, steal lawn chairs, and bring them back. Like, it was a hot ass mess. Like, I don't know what we were doing, but yeah, we had a little clubhouse, right? And we would go there, play dolls, or like we would play Fear Factor. And this is so unsanitary. We would play Fear Factor and just eat random shit. Like, I remember one time Precious was like made up like a round of Fear Factor where we had to eat like 4-leaf clovers, and like Christina ate that shit like a champ. I ate that shit like a champ, but then Christina kind of got a little ahead of herself and was trying to ask us to eat like little larvae, and I tapped out and I lost. Nobody ate the larvae, but like there would always be like certain things where we would be like, okay, you gotta eat this, and if you don't eat it, you missed out on the $50,000. There was no fucking money, bitch. I'm not about to eat no damn larva. Like, even though I was a kid, I still knew like, I'm not about to eat this fucking larva. Like, no. So that was the type of environment we were in. We would like go to different neighborhoods and like pretend like we were on like adventures and stuff, and like hop gates and go to different neighborhoods and play on like the tennis court. We would like ride our scooters all the time, like, you know, normal kid shit, right? But one day we were playing by Precious's house, and like, it was a normal day. My brother wasn't out there because my brother was usually in the house because there wasn't anybody out there that was his age that he could play with. So it was literally just me, Precious and Christina all playing in front of her house, and we were like digging up worms or something. That is like so unsanitary. Like we could have got a ringworm, like, but we're digging up worms and we're playing a game like of whoever can have the most worms or something like that. So it was a common game we would play all the time, and then that game would usually lead into fucking Fear Factor. But we're playing that game, right? And Precious's apartment was right next to the dumpster, and we noticed this huge box by the dumpster, right? We're looking at the box, and finally I was just like, I wonder what's in that box. And Precious was very like goody two shoes type girl. She's all like,
no, it can have bugs in it. Like, what if we go over there and there's bed bugs or like roaches, like blah blah blah.
But you're the bitch that wants us to eat larvae, but you know what I'm saying? And Christina was all like,
oh, I kind of want to know what's in there too. Like, we could add that shit to our clubhouse.
and I'm like, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, that's a big box. And it was like a huge, big, brown moving box, right? So we're like, okay, let's go investigate. We're walking up to the dumpster, right? And Precious is behind us. She's still kind of nervous. She's like, because she thinks that something's just gonna pop out and like grab her ass, or I don't know what the fuck she thought. So I'm like, Christina, you open it.
No, you open it.
You open it.
Okay, we're gonna open it together. You open one flap, and I'll open the other flap.
And I'm like, okay, cool. So we open the box, y'all. Y'all, it was a box full of porn magazines. Like, there had to have been around like 800 to 1,000 magazines in there. Like, it was a heavy box, because I'm gonna get to that, how we found out how heavy it was, but it was so much porn. Like, now that I'm older, I feel like this is somebody whose wife found their collection and was like, if you want to stay with me, you got to stop this porn. I'm not getting no eggplant emoji. You need to throw this porn out. Like, it was that big of a collection. Either that, or maybe somebody had passed away in the apartment and the maintenance man had, but not, no, I don't even think that, because I feel like a maintenance man would have kept all that shit. Like, it was so much porn. Like, and me and Christina are looking at it, and I know this is so bad because we were so young, but we kind of looked at each other, because mind you, now today, Christina, she's a lesbian, she got a girlfriend, okay? And you know me, so, and I don't care what nobody says, like, you're born, whatever sexuality you got, you're born with it, okay? So, my little ass looking at it, she looking at it, Precious in the back.
What's in the box? What's in the box?
We look back at Precious, and me and Christina are just talking amongst ourselves. We're like, okay, so look, we're gonna take this. We're gonna take this.
Oh, hell yeah, we gonna take this. We're gonna bring it to the clubhouse.
I'm like, okay, cool. So then finally Precious notices that we're not really all that alarmed, and we over there talking all low, because me and Christina were more close than me and Precious. So Precious finally just runs up to us, and she kind of like pushes us out the way to see it, and she looks down and she's like,
oh my god. There's just so much of it. Oh my god.
Shut up, because her house is right by the dumpster. So I'm like, shut up, don't make a scene. Like, we're gonna get this box and we're gonna put it in the clubhouse and then we're gonna go through it.
Okay, cool.
And Christina was like,
all right, bet.
So I tried to pull the box. That shit was so heavy, bruh. That shit was so fucking heavy. And mind you, it's midday. It's in the middle of the day. Anybody could have saw us doing this. Whoever the fuck put the box there probably saw us doing it. Like, I don't fucking know. So we tried to pull it. It was too heavy for us. We're like 3 10-year-olds trying to push this box. So we're like, yeah, this isn't gonna work. So we get one of our razor scooters, and try to slip the box on there. It's not working, right? So then we get 2 razor scooters, put them side by side, slide the box on there, right? And now we're in action. We're pushing the box. We're like, okay, we got to take the long route to go all the way around the neighborhood to get to the clubhouse, because if we go the shorter route, the straight route that goes directly to the front of the neighborhood, somebody's gonna see us, because then we would have to have walked by my mom's apartment. Like, somebody was gonna see us. So we're like, okay, we're gonna take the long route. Even though this box is heavy as fuck, at least we got these scooters. We're gonna put it in the clubhouse and then we're gonna go through it, right? We take the razor scooter, we push it all the way down to the clubhouse, and then we drop it in our little area. We're going through it, like, we're being such little perverted ass kids. Like, we're just going through it, just like, oh my god. Precious isn't really all that into it, but me and Christina, we going through this box like, bitch, what is that? I never seen that before. What the? Like, we were going through that box. End of the day was coming, right? And we were just like, okay, so like, what are we gonna do with this box, like, if it rains? Like, cause if it rains, then the clubhouse is fucked, the magazines are gonna get all wet, like, what are we gonna do? And we really didn't know what to do. Like, that was just the main conundrum of the whole thing, because we can't have this big ass box in our house, any of our houses. We were just like, you know what, if it rains, it rains. We'll try to like put some towels in here and blah blah blah. Like, we are literally going the extra mile for this fucking porn stash. Fucking Precious really didn't care for it. Like, she was like,
look, I'm scared I'm gonna get in trouble, like, let's just put it back where we found it.
Me and Christina are like, no, like, we want to look at naked bitches, like, shut up. Like, we were low-key bullying Precious. Like, we were throughout that whole trio. Me and Christina definitely were like ganging up on Precious a lot. Finally, at the end of the day, we had decided, like, okay, like, if you want to take a magazine home, you can take a magazine home, but you can only take one magazine home at a time, right? So we're like, okay, bet. So Christina took a magazine home. I was too scared to take a magazine home, even though I wanted to. I was too scared. I was like, I need to wait. So Christina took a magazine home. I didn't. Precious didn't, because she really wasn't into it like that. So, cause if there was some porn in there with like dudes, but like, it was the majority just women in that bitch. I want to say like a few days went by, and then one day my brother had came to the clubhouse. My brother came to the clubhouse, and Christina was sitting there. She was sitting like on top of the box kinda, but was reading a magazine. And reading, that bitch was looking at pictures. And I was in the clubhouse too, and so was Precious. And my brother, we heard some rustling in the bushes, but we were like, it's probably like a raccoon or a possum or like a fucking armadillo, like whatever. So, but it wasn't. It was my brother. And my brother came in. Christina jumped like 3 feet, put that fucking magazine under her ass or whatever, and we're all looking suspicious. And he's like, hi, I want to play. And we're like, nobody wants to fucking play with you. Go, like, get out of our clubhouse. And he's like, this is my clubhouse too. No, nigga, get the fuck out. Like, we're grown. We thought we was so grown. We're like, look, this is for grown people. You need to get out. Like, you need to get out, right?
What's in that big box?
Precious motherfucking ass. Precious ass talking about,
oh, we found a whole bunch of dirty magazines by the dumpster.
Me and Christina looked at Precious like, you dumb whore. Like, why would you say, like, what the fuck?
Ooh, I'm gonna tell. I'm telling Mom. I'm about to go tell right now.
And I'm like, no, you're not. Like, just chill.
Then let me stay in the clubhouse.
No, you can't fucking stay in the clubhouse, but don't tell Mom or I'm gonna beat you up. He was like,
well, Mom's gonna beat you up before you beat me up.
and he just darted running. He just dashed, bitch. He ran so fucking fast. My heart sank to my asshole. Christina's heart sank to her asshole because she knew her parents were gonna beat her. Well, her mom was gonna beat her ass. Precious, now realizing what the fuck she did, her heart goes to her asshole. So all of our hearts are in our ass and we can't fucking breathe and we're just frozen. And then finally I'm like, bitch, get your brother. So all three of us, I started running first. The rest of them started following me. We ran after my brother. My brother's running fast with his short ass little legs. And he runs into my mom's house. And once he ran into my mom's house, I was like, we're fucked. Like, I'm gonna get my ass whooped. Like, we're fucked. I just slowly walked into the house. Like, I waited maybe like 15 minutes or so to see if my brother was gonna come back out. But he didn't. So I was like, all right, I'm in trouble. So I was like, guys, y'all might want to go home and prepare yourself because my mom's definitely gonna call y'all parents. So like, y'all might want to go home. I'm about to go home and get this ass whooping real quick, and y'all see y'all at school tomorrow. Like, just blunt basic as that. Like, so I went to the house and my mom was in the kitchen and I just looked at my mom and she's looking at me like,
what?
Did Cass tell you something?
Why?
Oh fuck. Cause he said that we had found some stuff, but we didn't really find it.
Does that make any sense? What are you talking about?
And then that's when I realized that he didn't tell my mom. And I had fucked up. And I was like, we had found some bikes and we had took it, but he told me he was gonna tell on me, but I guess he didn't.
Well, whoever bikes those are gonna be looking for it, so y'all need to put them back where you found it.
And I'm like, okay, yes ma'am. And I walked my ass back outside, right? Apparently the rest of us were good. So then the next day, we went back to the clubhouse. Me and Christina went back. Precious wasn't there, and we were looking at the magazines and shit, right? And Christina was like,
okay, I'm gonna take one of the magazines home.
I'm like, okay, bet. I took one home too. So, and this is so bad because I was so young. Like, we were all so young. Like, this is so bad, but like, I don't know. We were curious, I guess. But basically, that night, we got a knock at the door. And my mom entered the door, and it was Christina and her mom. And And Christina was looking she looked post-ass whooping, okay? She looked post-ass whooping, like she just got her ass beat. And I'm looking shook because I already know. I already knew. I ran to my room and I looked for that magazine and I hid that bitch so fucking decent. Like, I hid it so decent. And when my mom saw me run, she was like,
oh,
So she was like,
hey, Miss So-and-so, what's going on?
And she pulled out the magazine and she was like,
Christina said that your daughter and Precious found a whole bunch of these, and I just wanted to let you know in case Naja had some as well, because I don't play that in my house.
So my mom was like,
oh really? Okay, bet.
I got an ass whooping anyway. My mom didn't find the magazine, but I definitely got my ass whooped. I couldn't come outside for a little bit, right? And then when I wasn't grounded anymore, me and Christina, not learning our fucking lesson, went back to the clubhouse. Sure enough, everything was gone. I guess the maintenance men went over there to get their chairs back. They saw the box of porn and they took it. I don't know what they did with it. I don't know what's going on, whatever, but yeah, then it was gone. So that is the story of when me and my friends found a really big porn stash. And like till this day, like me and Christina, we laugh about that shit because like, what were we doing? We were only 10. Like, what do we even know what the fuck was going on? All we saw was just naked. That's all we knew. Naked. Like, we didn't know what the fuck was really going on. Like, yeah, guys, I hope you guys found this story entertaining. If you ever find a huge box of porn, leave it where the fuck you found it, because it's kind of nasty if you think about it. Like, somebody was probably jerking off to that and like got germs on it. Like, that shit's really gross. Yeah. And yeah, just no ma'am. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys next time. Peace out.
The truth will set you free, but first it'll piss you off.